talking where I'm from. The Bay where you see 187s. Ain't taking no shorts, but yo, I'm quick to pull a 211. Up in this game, it's major to get your Skrilla ride. And when I'm out through your town, player, I'm coming tight. And at night, it be drama, but I never trip. I'm siding with G's, and on their minds is stacking a grip. Player, so represent where you from. Cause it be G's on the run, pulling out these straight Tommy guns. And on my block, it be the spot for them ballers. Pimps, players, hustlers, studs, and shot callers. All us. Leave your host at cloudy, cause players in the game be smashing daily. Day to night, dust it down, front to back, side to side, it be gravy. And y'all can't fade us. This my style life, yo, that's what made us. And the hits I spit be so sick, player, call it contagious. I puts it down, like Vince Carter when he catches the live. Ferocious and sick, the same way, kings are mine. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, yeah. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down, player. Kings are mine. Kings on me putting it down. Up in this game, it's time to come sick. Never take no shorts, so let me rip. When I spit this real about it, that cuts up on my block. You don't know what's up. It's all about G's trying to make they mail up on my turf. My clientele gotta make their money stack. And when it's like that, the mail be living swell. So they be hits up in your way each and every day, trying to stop your pay. Better holler at your folks just to let them know that up on your block you ain't for play. That's how you represent. Yeah, player, so just follow. I be gone every day.
Yeah, what up, ladies and gentlemen? We hear the BucFlair Show. Now this is a special edition because somebody had a birthday. You understand what I'm saying?
Somebody's having a birthday.
Somebody's having a birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday to Buck.
To BucFlair, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
now,
sir.
If y'all follow both of his pages on Facebook, one of them will tell you his birthday is August 2nd, and the other one will tell you is the 25th.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's when it is. It is tomorrow in about, I guess you could say, in about an hour away. I have to break out a beer. I was supposed to be off tonight, but I ended up having to go into work. So yeah. I'm kind of on the fly kind of night. But, you know, the good thing about it is this is when we make our Super Bowl picks, Dennis.
So we're on week 12 now?
Week 13. Week 13 to week 18. And then we find out which teams we got predicted in the playoffs as far as that goes. People can comment on who they think is going to win the games that we go over. And please like and share this show as I'm currently doing that right now. Next Saturday, we will start the week 1 pick'ems. We will start the week 1 pick'ems next Saturday as September the 5th, opening season. Chiefs and the what is it? The Ravens. Ravens. Chiefs and Raisins. Yes, Chiefs and Raisins and stuff. Right. So I'm looking forward to see how that goes down with BJ and his team after they failed to beat him in the
I think Buck, I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Buck. I think they need that game more than anything. They need to win that game.
It's kind of like the Cowboys and 49ers, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cowboys and 49ers. It's like Cowboys always say they need to beat they always need to beat the 49ers to get over the hump. Now, the Bills do beat the Chiefs in the regular season, but they can't beat them in the playoffs. So I'm interested to see both teams' defenses first week, because usually defense have whoever's got the better defense in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season usually has a better chance to win, because the offense are not in sync, because these starters haven't been playing in the preseason. That's right. One thing that concerns me, unless you've got like some of these rookies that are out there right now playing, your Jaden Daniels. Michael Penix hasn't played much, has he? Has he played at all?
No, they didn't. He played the first playoff game, first preseason game, and then they said they seen enough, which made me think that they may shop around Kirk Cousins If possible, that's what it made me think.
Well, I mean,
Like
they've got one of those.
if somebody
Like I said,
offered them the farm, somebody
their
offered them the
first
farm, I can see them showing.
their first 8 games is going to be that's going to be their big one. But like I said, they're on the hook for Kirk Cousins for 2 years at least for $100 million guaranteed money.
Right.
So they're on.
And I can see them. I can see them still shopping him off and getting something big from somebody. I mean, we still got some players. We still got some preseason games next week. I mean tomorrow. So you never know what may happen.
Is there any more preseason games left?
Yeah, we got some tomorrow.
Oh, I thought the last ones were tonight.
Yeah, we got some tomorrow.
Yeah,
Who's playing tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow. Saints,
Anybody know? Titans. Yeah, that's not really saying much.
It's a game. I'm gonna take the game. Take it how it is. But
I watched the Vikings. I watched the Vikings a little bit. Vikings played a team in Philadelphia today.
Yeah, they put a whooping on them.
I mean, what was the score? 26-3 last time I saw it.
Yeah, we ain't played nobody.
Huh?
That was a good game for the Vikings.
Did they play Devin White? Did Devin White play? He didn't play. Oh shit!
But
right.
Yeah, you never know, Brad. I'm gonna tell you this, Brad. There's a sucker born every day. You never know who makes that push for Kirk Cousins. Some people may look at that contract like, you know what, that contract ain't that bad. We need a quarterback. At least we know Kirk can get us there.
We don't know yet, Dennis. I'm still waiting to see about that Achilles too, as well.
Right. That's what I was waiting to see.
You know, I had a feeling my personal self was thinking that even though Kirk Cousins might be good to go, I could see Penix or Heineke getting the start first couple games. But they say he's been doing pretty good at practice or whatever. But I don't think he's been out there, has he?
Oh, Penix.
Yeah, Cousins. I haven't seen Cousins out there yet during preseason.
No, I haven't seen Cousins preseason either.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just yeah. You got an echo, or is anybody got an echo, or are we good to go?
No, we good to go.
We good to go. The hamburger king of confusing BucFlair went water rafting. How was that down a lake or a pond? He said you went down to rafting on a pond.
It was okay. I mean, I prefer going like like water park thing, you know.
Right. So you was in there with a bunch of snakes and crawdads and creatures like that.
Not. Nope.
Well, week 13 is an interesting week because most teams have already had a bye, except for 6 teams already in week 13. No teams have a bye in week 13. Can you believe that? No teams. But then in week 14, the last 6 teams, 5 in the AFC and 1 in the NFC, they have their last bye. So these teams are the ones that's going to be really hoping that they either get healthy, have a good push for playoffs, or basically who knows where they'll be at, because I know Baltimore and Houston is one of the 2 teams, which kind of gives them an advantage to have a bye late in the season. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Denver, Washington, and New England are the other 3. So who cares about them when it comes to a bye, unless they're in the playoff race, you know what I mean? So, but week 13, no teams are on a bye, and it's Thanksgiving weekend. So our Thursday night football on Thanksgiving Day, we have the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, typical rivalry game in Detroit. Who you taking on this, Dennis? Chicago and Detroit.
I'm going to take Chicago for the upset.
Chicago for the upset, huh? So
Chicago,
if you're in the comments or whatever, or if you're in the back door, let me get on. Oh, I forgot to tag somebody. Hold on a minute. Let's see.
And you know, give our condolences out there to Hendy, man.
Yes, sir. Michael Hendy lost his brother this week.
Yeah.
Yep, praying for his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon might be on after she puts her grandkid to bed, she said. And then okay. All right. So there we go. I tag. But anyway, Thomas is taking Chicago. Ooh, Hamburglar. Who you got in this game? Chicago and Detroit, Thanksgiving Day.
What up, though? Give me the Lions.
Taking the Lions and stuff here. I see some Chicago's coming in too as well. So I guess we're gonna roll with the Bears with a big upset on. I mean, that would be
That's right.
Green
On
Bay beat them.
Thanksgiving, nobody move, nobody get hurt. How you doing?
Nobody move, nobody get hurt. What are you doing?
Nobody. It was a quick robbery. Nobody
Well,
move,
like I
nobody
said, I
get
mean,
hurt.
I was sitting there looking at it, and I was just like, well, the Packers beat them last year, and that knocked me out of my our Survivor Series. I'll get with you that. I'll get with you on that one, and you and Hendy this week. You got to get in that one. Giants at the Cowboys. Ugly
Cowboys.
game.
Cowboys got it. If the Cowboys lose to the Giants, I think Mike McCarthy is fired.
What do you say, D-Man?
Give me the Cowgirls.
Yeah, I kind of figured the Cowboys would win that one too as well. The late night game. Miami at Green Bay. And it could be cold. It could be November. Miami at Green Bay. Any insights on this game?
I'm going to take Green Bay, and I think this is when Miami wakes up. And they win 3 games in December. But they take this loss right here, and that's when they wake up.
Okay, so you think Green Bay takes it. How about you, D-Man?
I got the Packers.
You taking the Packers too as well? See Packers in the comments and stuff coming in. We have a Friday night game, Black Friday game again this week.
Right.
Raiders at the Chiefs. Raiders at the Chiefs.
A division game too.
Raiders at the Chiefs.
Division.
Right.
Amazon Day. Oh, Raiders are at the Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
Give me the Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs at home. How about you, D-Man?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
Got the Chiefs. Okay, we're rolling with the Chiefs. They could clinch the division that week. Who knows? We'll see how that goes down. They could clinch that. They could clinch that division after on week 13. Based on how we've been doing this. Chargers at Atlanta Sunday. Chargers at Atlanta Sunday, December the 1st. This is the first day of December too, by the way. So we start our December games on Sunday. Chargers at the Falcons. Who you got, Dennis?
Give me the Falcons.
Taking the Falcons. How about you?
ATL, ho.
ATL, ho.
Chargers.
Taking the Chargers.
Yeah.
And I see Atlanta coming in the comments, so we're giving it to Atlanta. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. I'm starting to have a little doubts on Pittsburgh right now because of the offensive line issues they have. And that rookie that they drafted, he's out right now. So they're having to start another guy, and he hadn't been doing too good. And I didn't realize that Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are the 2 most sacked quarterbacks last year. So who'd you say, Dennis? Who you taking?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh. Maybe they make a phone call and go get BucFlair.
Pittsburgh. Who you taking, D-Man?
Steelers.
Taking Steelers too as well. Steelers coming in on the comments. Everybody's worried about that Jamar Chase thing. Houston at Jacksonville. Good game. Houston at Jacksonville.
Houston.
Taking Houston? How about you, D-Man?
Sing the song, D-Man. Down at night, the stars shine bright. Come on, D-Man. Don't leave me hanging.
What's up, D-Man? Duval. I heard him say Duval. I heard him say Duval. I see Houston in the comments.
I was about to leave him, man. I'm about to come back out for something.
Okay. All right. I see Houston in the comments and stuff, so I guess we'll give it to the Texans winning that one. Arizona at Minnesota.
Arizona playing against Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota.
Taking Minnesota at home. How about you, D-Man?
Okay. Vikings and who else?
Arizona's going to play Minnesota.
Okay. Cardinals, Bird Gang.
He's taking a Bird Gang in that one or whatever. And I'll see what's coming in on the comments and thing. I see. Yeah, that's a tough game to call right there because that's the game. That's the game before the Kirk Cousins game. Kirk Cousins comes to Minnesota next week, so their heads might not be all in there or whatever. So looks like I'm gonna be giving it to the Vikes on that game. Colts at the Patriots. Colts at the Patriots. This you taking the Colts?
Colts.
Okay. Colts at Patriots. Who you guys like in this game?
That RPO is going to be dangerous.
You taking the Colts to win?
Yeah.
All right. Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, he's back.
Joe Flacco. Seahawks at the Jets. Interesting game here.
No, that his answer is. I just want to let you know his answer is the Colts. Just want to let you know
I just saw him comment.
Flacco plays for the Colts. I'm just letting you know. BJ is saying Joe Flacco because Joe Flacco plays for the Colts.
Yeah, I know that. I know why. I got his ass and shit. Seattle at the Jets. Seattle at the Jets. Taking the Jets at home.
Give me the Jets. The Jets got to do something this year. They got to make it. They got to make the playoffs.
You got to make. Geno is facing his former team. Ooh. That is true. Yeah, but D-Man's thinking the Jets too as well. Tennessee at Washington. Should be an interesting ball game here. Two young teams playing each other. They playing in Washington though.
Mayonnaise versus Jaden.
Yeah.
Give me Tennessee. I'm taking mayonnaise.
You taking Tennessee to beat Washington and Washington, huh? Tennessee and Washington. You guys let me know what you think in that game right there. Tennessee at Washington. Next game. He's taking Washington. Yeah, he's taking Washington. Rodgers needs to retire. Yes, he does need to retire. He's 41, I think, this year. Okay, so we got Tampa Bay at Chicago. Or, excuse me, Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay at Carolina.
You got that one, Buck. I ain't going to argue with you.
You going to argue with me?
No, I ain't going to argue.
Give it to Tampa Bay. Rams at the Saints. Rematch. Super Bowl rematch, revenge game. Rams and Saints. They haven't played since that time, I do believe. Rams at the Saints. Game? Yeah, since that NFC Championship game. I don't think they played so far.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
You taking the Rams? D-Man took the Rams too as well. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. D-Man took the damn Rams. Yeah. Eagles at the Ravens. This is not a prime time game neither. Eagles at the Ravens.
As currently constructed, it's not prime time, and I think it's gonna rain too. But we owe them pussies a loss, man. But I don't think we're gonna get it. I think that RPO gonna kill us.
You taking the Ravens to beat your team, huh?
I'm gonna take the Ravens on that. But I'm gonna be at that game too, but I'm gonna take the Ravens on that.
You gonna be at that game?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that game.
Huh. Okay. Dennis is taking the Ravens to beat his team. And then 49ers at Buffalo. That is the Sunday night game. 49ers at Buffalo.
49ers playing against Buffalo.
And that is in Yeah, that's a good game Sunday night. That gives 49ers a little bit of time to rest there. D-Man's taking the Bills, of
That's
course.
December 1st.
Yeah.
It might snow in Buffalo by then. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna take
Stiff
Buffalo on that
says
one. It might
taking
snow.
Niners.
Buffalo don't do that good coming to the East Coast. I mean, San Fran don't do that good coming to the East Coast. So I'm gonna take
Okay.
Buffalo.
All right. And then we got Monday Night Football. It ought to be a barn burner. Cleveland at Denver.
No, I got Cleveland.
You taking the Browns to beat Denver?
Yeah, you always take the Browns.
I always take the Browns on Monday Night Football. They're gonna beat Sean Payton and them, huh?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure D-Man's gonna take the Browns too as well. I can see it already in the comments. Browns.
Steph said
Browns.
it too. Steph said she's
Yep.
taking the Browns as well.
And we got another interesting game because Thursday night game, Detroit played on. This is what gets me on this bullshit game. Detroit played on Thursday Night Football for Thanksgiving. They get another
Right.
Thursday night game, Dennis.
Right.
And Green Bay has to play on Thanksgiving Day too as well at night, but they get to play them on Thursday night. So basically, they just get a week off and they play each other. And now Green Bay's got Detroit at home. So now it's got Green Bay at Detroit. So who you got winning this ball game?
I got Detroit. They got to bounce back. They can't lose 2 division games like that.
Yeah, I have a feeling you was going to say that because you had them getting beat by the Bears. How about you, D-Man?
I got the Lions.
Lions winning that one? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird how they played that system like that. You know what I mean?
And I agree, Stephanie. He is a bitch.
Sean Payton bitch. Sean Payton the bitch. Jets at Miami. That'll be a good one down there in sunny South Florida, December the 8th.
Now you see it. They lose that cold game. They get themselves back together. Now they go back home, play the Jets. They beat the Jets.
Okay.
Watch how the schedule goes.
Here you got Jets or Miami.
Oh, I got the Jets.
You taking the Jets in that one, huh? And I guess I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker on that bitch. Okay.
Wait a minute. What is that? What you got a bitch household going on over there? What the fuck's going on around here?
What's that?
Y'all just all say bitch around there. Goddamn.
Next thing we got is Kirk Cousins game. Kirk Cousins comes back to Minnesota, Atlanta. Hopefully he's still playing by then. December the 8th. Atlanta at Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta.
You taking Atlanta to win that ball game in Minnesota?
Even though I'm gonna let you know this, but I got a strange feeling that Sam Darnold ends up having a Geno Smith year 2 years ago. I just got a strange feeling.
Well, I mean, the guy's young, and I heard the guy today talking about it on Side Jaw, how he's saying, or was it? Oh, it was last night. Betts, how he was saying that Sam Darnold was 20 years old when he was drafted by the Jets. He played for a shitty organization, and then he went down to Carolina with Matt Rule. They didn't know what the fuck they was doing. Then he went to San Francisco and sat behind Purdy, and they got in the game one time against the Ravens. Did pretty good after Purdy threw 4 interceptions against them or whatever. But he's learned Shanahan's system now. It'll be interesting to see how he does when he has Justin Jefferson. And Vikings are going to start out not at full strength, though. They won't have Hawkinson, and we still don't know the status of Addison or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Who you got, D-Man?
Vikings.
Okay. All right. And next thing we know, we got Saints at the Giants. Alvin Kamara game. Dennis, who you got here?
Saints at the Giants is Alvin Kamara game.
Yeah. Alvin Kamara, for some reason, it sticks in my head because he always has a good game against the Giants for some reason.
No.
What was that game? He scored 6 touchdowns again. Who was that against?
That was against the Vikings.
It was against the Vikings. It was good.
Yeah.
And that shit still pissed me off. He should have had 7. Fucking Sean Payton.
Should have had 7. Yeah. He should have broke the record.
Exactly. That fucking Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill. Yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna bench Kamara, put Taysom in. Like, yeah, that really pissed me off.
So who you got here, Dennis? Saints at the Giants.
I'm gonna take the Saints.
How about you, D man?
Ugly game, but I'm taking the Saints.
Taking the Saints too. Okay. And then we got
Did she just woo? Wait a minute. What y'all drinking?
Carolina at Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'll let you pick.
Carolina and Philadelphia. I ain't gonna ass. That's like Eagles got to buy. Eagles got to buy that week. Brian, yeah, ain't no Brian Burns in that ball game. Browns at Steelers, December the 8th. Could be a nice cold day in Pittsburgh. Browns at Steelers. I believe Nick Chubb is scheduled to come back. Nick Chubb's scheduled to come back week 5, so I'm hoping that he has a pretty good bounce back season.
Yeah, I see you trying to steal him in your fantasy. I hear you. I'm gonna look out for him. I'm gonna steal him from you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we have to discuss our first fantasy draft today. Me and D-Man was in a draft today.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like D-Man's picks. I was like, oh, I see D-Man going at Buffalo, Jacksonville, Saints. He got Chris Olave.
I got my first draft tomorrow. I'm in Marcus Best League. First draft tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Yeah. I got your quarterback, Dennis. He's on my team. Jalen Hurts. I got him.
That's good. That's a good pick. Pick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking the Browns though.
Taking the Browns. How about you, D-Man?
I don't know. This is gonna be tricky. We don't know who's gonna be starting quarterbacks. It could be like Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, or Deshaun Watson, or Jameis Winston. We don't know. It's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna say Steelers for now.
Steelers for now. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got Raiders at Tampa Bay.
Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders to win this one. They owe y'all. It's personal.
They owe us.
Yeah, they owe y'all. Y'all still.
That'll be the. I think this is the first time Las Vegas has ever played Tampa Bay this year. Ever. Las Vegas has never came to Tampa Bay to play. So okay. How about you, D-Man? Who you got here?
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
You taking the Raiders too? Okay.
Steph, what you drinking over there, Steph? You over here wooing and calling people bitches?
Jacksonville at Tennessee. This is going to be
Jaguars.
Doug Peterson's test. I know D-Man said Jaguars.
I think Josh Allen wins. On my fault. Josh Allen Hines wins this game.
Josh Allen Hines. So he's taking the Jaguars in, huh?
She gonna say water. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like my uncle. My uncle do. He mixes water with his vodka. That's what my uncle do.
Oh, the doctor told him Calvin Ridley's facing his former team, by the way.
Who's that?
Calvin Ridley.
Oh, Calvin Ridley. That is true. Facing his former team. Division game. Seattle. Hank DeFrank, congratulations. Welcome to their Packer Cheesehead. We got Seattle at Arizona.
Let me hold on. Hey, Hank DeFrank, I don't care if you are Packer Cheesehead. Y'all losing week 1, all right? Just want to let you know that. I'm on all you Packer fans' ass. Y'all losing week 1, but it's nice to meet you, though, Hank DeFrank. Now, Seattle at Arizona. Give me Seattle.
Seattle, how about you, D-Man?
Cardinals.
He's on that Cardinals bandwagon. Buffalo at the Rams. Buffalo coming off that. You taking the Rams?
Yeah, because they just beat them in the snow. Now
San Francisco,
they're gonna have
now they gotta go play indoors.
They gotta go play all the way over to California. They're gonna have a flight delay because the snow done messed them up. It's happening all the time. I'm ready for it.
Okay, so Buffalo and the Rams. You're taking the Rams to win. Who you taking, D-Man?
Well, first of all, Trey White facing his former team.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't trust Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I got the Bills.
You taking the Bills to win the ball game? Okay. And then we got the Bears at the 49ers. Bears at 49ers. 49ers. How about you, D-Man?
They bounce back.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
Taking the Niners to win? Okay. And then
Niners
we got
gonna have a rocky road. It's gonna be rocky.
Sunday Night Football. The Chargers at the Chiefs. I'm not liking these Sunday night matches, but Chargers at the Chiefs.
I'm taking
Chargers.
the Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs. How about you, D-Man?
Look, Steph is in here going crazy, talking some fuck the Bears.
Yeah.
It's liquor in that water. You were like my uncle. Doctor told him he had to cut back, so he started putting liquor in his water. Water in his liquor. That was his cutback.
She wish she had vodka in that water. I can tell you that. Got me drinking water tonight.
I got the Chiefs though, but since that was week 14, I'm sure they're gonna flex it anyway. They always flex in that late weeks anyway. So
I don't know if they can flex it or not. See if they do. I don't know if they can flex that.
The 49ers
I don't know if it's week 15, 16. Well, or is that when they start flexing the games, week 14?
I thought they did.
No, they flex games, I think, after like week 5.
No. It happens later. Week 13, this is why I'm saying week 14 has a bye week. See, we got 6 teams on a bye. So obviously it must be a flex starting 15, 16, 17, and 18. It's the only thing I can think of. Because I don't know why you would flex a game if you got six teams on a bye in week 14. Monday Night Football, Cincinnati at Dallas. Boy, I can't wait to watch this ball game. I hope Joe Burrow has a field day in this ball game. But who you got, Dennis? Cincinnati at Dallas.
I'm taking Dallas because they had the crib. And they play Monday night, and they just when was the last time they played?
They played on Thanksgiving. They got a big 8-day rest.
Oh yeah,
10, 11-day rest. They got 11-day rest.
And they home. So they've been home for the last 2 games. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
How about you, D-Man?
Bengals.
You taking the Bengals to win? The Eagles will be tough, and being in Brazil won't help, huh? Yeah, if you in Brazil, it won't help. Joe Cool. Oh, I got Cincinnati's coming in there. Oh, Cincinnati. So Cincinnati with a big win there if they win that bang. And then we got week 15, Thursday Night Football, Rams and 49ers. This is probably a chance where the Rams could possibly clinch the division if they win this ball game. Or the 49ers can clinch the division if they win this ball game. Week 15.
The Rams played them too tough. I take the Rams to win this one. They played the 49ers too tough. I don't know how. But for some reason, they played the 49ers too tough.
Well, hopefully Matt Stafford's still quarterbacking by then. You know, he banged that offensive line, not looking too good right now, but their offense is dangerous. I will say that. I will agree that they do have a dangerous offense. But so do the 49ers. Who you got, D-Man?
Niners.
Taking the Niners to win? Okay. And then as we roll into Dallas, and now notice a pattern here. Their schedule, how easy it gets these last 3 games. All the hype's going to be coming up because they played the Giants. Then they got the Bengals at home. And now they get to go play at Carolina. Dallas at Carolina.
On a Thursday night game?
No, it's on Sunday. No prime time. Dallas, Carolina. There'll be more Cowboys fans in that stadium than there will be Panther fans. I guarantee you that.
Hey, give me Dallas. Give me the Dallas Cowboys on that. So they're going to win back-to-back games.
Give me the Cowgirls.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys. So I got the Cowboys winning 3 in a row.
Yep. Kansas City at Cleveland. Kansas City at Cleveland.
Give me Cleveland. I can see this game being more intense than it's supposed to be. Give me Cleveland for the win.
Okay. Cleveland for the win. How about you, D-Man? It's in Cleveland. I will say that.
Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs to win the ball game. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a tough game. It's a tough game to call. Next we got Miami at Houston. Now you talk about you're on a
I
roll
like
here,
it.
but Miami.
See how the weather changes? Now they in Houston in the dome. See what I mean? They know they're not playing in this cold weather like they did a couple years ago. They in Houston at the dome now in December. They was at
Okay.
home in the beginning of December. Got to pay attention to the pattern. I don't know who they paid to do their schedule, but they made sure they got it right. I'm taking Miami to beat Houston.
Miami beat Houston. Who you got, D-Man?
I got the Texans.
You got Texas winning the ball game? Okay. And then we got
Yeah.
Jets at Jacksonville. Ooh, some tough games, boy, down the stretch here. Jets at Jacksonville. All these games got playoff implications too, boy.
They in Duval, man. I gotta go with Duval.
Yeah, they at home. How about you, D-Man?
Duval.
Okay. Duval. Jags too. I see Ron comment on that one. Washington at New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Wait, it's in. I got the Saints.
You taking the Saints? Genesis taking the Saints?
Yep.
I'm going by a majority of the people that vote. That's what I'm going by. And if I have to break the tie, I will jump in and say I got to break a tie here and take whoever. Baltimore at the Giants. Ugh, my goodness.
Baltimore at the Giants.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens win that game.
How about you, D-Man?
I don't think that's really big question because it's gonna be the Ravens anyway. So we might as well move along.
Yeah. Move along. Good point. Here's a good matchup. Cincinnati at Tennessee. Callahan versus Zach Taylor.
He got to go against Lou though. And Lulu got a bag of diamonds. So give me Cincinnati.
Cincinnati beat Tennessee at home. How about you, D-Man?
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Taking the Bengals to win, huh?
The teacher versus the student.
Patriots at Arizona. Could be for the number one pick in the draft. You never know. Patriots at Arizona. D-Man's face. Like, what are you talking about? Arizona's
in Arizona.
You taking Arizona? How about you, D-Man?
Was that a rhetorical question? Because I've been saying I'm riding the Cardinals, so give me the Cardinals.
All right, I got you. And then we got the Colts at the Broncos. Ugly game. Colts at the Broncos.
Okay, give me the Colts.
You taking the Colts to win in Denver? Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. It's December the 15th. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colts.
Taking the Colts to win. Okay. Buffalo at Detroit. Ooh, them Bills have a tough schedule down the stretch, boy. 49ers, Rams. Now they got to play what up, though, in Detroit.
They fucking Buffalo over with this end of the road here. Give me what up, though. Damn, man. Buffalo got a hard schedule.
Somebody in the draft drafted some Detroit Lions players, too, as well over here. D-Man, who you got in this game? Mr. What Up, Doe. I saw you picking somebody.
By the way, let's not forget. Last time Bills and the Lions played, the Bills did beat the Lions on Thanksgiving. And I have a gut feeling it's going to be a revenge game, so give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions to pull a win on that one, huh? Okay. And then we got Tampa Bay at the Chargers.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Chargers.
Chargers. Okay. And then next we got Pittsburgh at Philadelphia, baby. The Battle of Pennsylvania.
And
Pittsburgh at
nobody
Philadelphia.
move. Nobody get hurt. EAGLES Eagles.
Eagles playing Pittsburgh at home. That's going to be a good one. I like that game. Well, how about you, D-Man?
Well, I did draft a Shagos player anyway, so give me the Shagos.
I think you drafted Philly's defense, which I was shocked when you did that.
Yep, I did too.
Yeah, I was shocked. He got the Eagles defense. I said all the time we talk about Eagles defense, and he went ahead and got the Eagles defense. I was like, oh shit, D-Man got the Eagles defense and shit this year. Oh gosh. Sunday Night Football. Dennis, I don't know if you remember this. The referee game. When they had the weird refs come in. The high school referees called the game. Remember when they had
talking about the Packers versus the Seahawks?
Yes. They
and
played
Sunday night. What they called that? They called it
that jump ball that came down in possession, and they ended up saying Seattle won the ball game.
Oh,
they
both
came down with the ball.
But they called it something. What did they call it?
One referee called it incomplete, and one referee called a touchdown. And then after that, they reviewed it and shit, and they said it was a damn touchdown and shit. But it was like high school referees that came in, or college referees. I think it was college referees calling the game because the referees on strike.
It was a.
You know what? After that game, they paid them refs.
They did. After that game, they paid the rest. They got him back the next week.
Well, give me the Green Bay Packers on this one.
Green Bay at Seattle. You're taking Green Bay to win on Sunday Night Football. It's a tough place to play in. How about you, D-Man? You got the who?
Packers.
You taking the Packers to win that ball game? Okay.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
That's what it's called. Hail Mary.
Fail Mary. Yeah. That's what it was called. Monday Night Football, interesting game. Bears at the Vikings on Monday Night Football. This could be the game where Caleb Williams goes down. I'm predicting. I could see the Vikings defense putting some heat on his ass, and I could see him inside that dome, playing inside a dome late in the season, not playing on his natural grass, and all of a sudden, boom, get hit by Grenard or Cashman or whatever. But who you got here, Dennis?
The Bears.
You taking the Bears. How about you, D-Man?
Yeah, give me the Bears.
Taking the Bears. I see Vikings are coming along in the comments and stuff, huh? Okay. And then Falcons. What a coincidence. Monday Night Football. Falcons at the Raiders. Falcons at the Raiders. How about you, D-Man?
Raiders
taking the Raiders to win. That's a tough game to call. Falcons at the Raiders and stuff like that. That's one I might have to break the tie on that one, huh? Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Falcons are coming in like a storm on them comments now on that one. Week 16, Dennis. Thursday night, we have Cleveland at Cincinnati. December the 19th, week 16. We got 3 weeks to go.
Give me Cincinnati.
Cincinnati at home. How about you, D-Man?
Bengals
at home. Okay. And then we got Saturday night game, December the 21st. We got a Saturday night game. We have, what a game, boy. I'm going to have to request this day off. Houston at Kansas City. This could be for like home field advantage or whatever. Here, this game could be Houston at Kansas City. They played them pretty They played them pretty tough last time. I think Houston did. They should have beat them, shouldn't they? If I'm not mistaken. When they played them before.
Well, I'm going to take Kansas City.
You taking Kansas City at home?
Yeah.
Christmas time. I see Kansas City's coming hard in the comments. How about you, D-Man?
I got the Chiefs, but I got a strange feeling Stephon Diggs will have no catches against the Chiefs.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
And then we got a late afternoon game at 4:30 on Saturday. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Ooh, black and blue.
Pigeons. Patrick Queen's former team, by the way.
Oh, taking the Ravens to win, huh?
Yep.
How about you, Dennis?
They got to win. They got to win.
You said the Ravens got to win?
They got to win.
Okay. Ravens have got to win, he says. It's got to be a win. Giants at Atlanta. This is the Atlanta Falcons' easy road schedule here. Atlanta's got the Giants at home. Who you got here? Atlanta. How about you, D-Man?
Definitely Falcons.
Falcons will definitely Falcons win. Patriots at Buffalo. Patriots at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
How about you, D-Man?
Definitely Buffalo.
Definitely Buffalo. Arizona at Carolina.
Arizona
at you saying Carolina?
No.
Did you say Carolina?
Hell no.
No, he said the Cardinals.
He said the Cardinals. How about you, D-Man?
Cardinals.
Detroit at Chicago. This is a preview of the game that they had on Thanksgiving, and now they got to play. Detroit's got to go play in Chicago. Chicago coming off a Monday Night Football game too, as well. So yeah.
Give me Detroit with a payback.
Detroit on the payback. How about you, D-Man?
You know how the song. I need some hit back. I need some payback.
Payback, huh?
Big payback.
Tennessee at the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Taking the Colts. How about you, D-Man?
Colts.
Taking the Colts to pull a win, huh? Let's see. Next we got Rams at the Jets. Cold weather game too, boy. December. Rams at the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Taking the Jets to win. How about you, D-Man?
Well, Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers, they know each other for a long time. It's gonna be very interesting. Give me the Jets.
The Jets on that one. Okay.
I think they're the two oldest quarterbacks in the league.
Well, Flacco's got to be up there. Flacco's got to be up there.
Starting the quarterback.
Starters.
Oh, okay. Philadelphia's at Washington. Scary Terry time.
Yeah, ain't nobody care. Jahan Dotson just got traded, and ain't nobody care.
Jahan Dotson, what a big pickup that was for the Eagles, man. That's like putting that's like saying now the Eagles can be compared to the 49ers right now with what they got on offense.
I don't want to be compared to them because don't nobody move, nobody get hurt. All right? How you doing?
All right. Who you got there, D-Man? Eagles or Washington?
Was that a rhetorical question because somebody gives a damn about that game? But give me the She-Eagles.
I said D Washington. Eagles are D Washington.
D Washington, okay.
I'm not even gonna call them a team this year. D Washington till they figure that shit out. Broncos at the Chargers. Maybe this could be Sean Payton's last game as a Bronco coach. He loses.
That clown needs to get the fuck out of here. Give me the Chargers and fuck Sean Payton. By the way, I said what I said.
Okay. Vikings at Seattle. Another rematch game from a long time ago when they missed that field goal. Blair Walsh. Vikings at Seattle.
I'm taking the Vikings.
Taking the Vikings to beat Seattle. Okay. How about you, D-Man?
Give me the Vikings.
Taking the Vikings to win too, huh? Okay. Let's see. Jacksonville at the Raiders. Jacksonville at the Raiders.
Duval.
Duval.
You taking Duval to win? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then we got 49ers at Miami, Dennis. Woo.
See what I mean?
This
You're
is
starting to
this
see
this
it.
is it, huh? He said, I'm seeing
This
a
is
pattern
it.
here.
I'm going Miami.
I'm seeing a pattern here. They finally trying to get over the hump.
I'm going with Miami.
You going Miami to win at home, huh?
Going Miami. I told you they're gonna lose that. They're gonna lose that Week 13 matchup, and Mike McDaniel's gonna start to feel the heat. People gonna start saying he on the hot seat because he's starting off bad again in December, and he gonna light that shit up because now he got all warm weather games. This may be enough wins for him to win the division, so that way he get a playoff home game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This may be the sport.
Yeah. How about you, D-Man? Who you got here, Miami or San Francisco?
Well, Mike McDaniel, he's facing his former coach because Mike McDaniel was the 49ers offensive coordinator.
Correct.
And Tua's really got to get stepping up against the West Coast teams in December. But give me the Dolphins.
Taking the Dolphins in a big win. Tampa Bay at Dallas, Sunday Night Football. Could be flex. You never know. We don't know how both these teams are doing. I doubt if the Cowboys would ever. The Cowboys could be 2-14. I doubt they ever would get out of a flex.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay with an upset. Dennis has got the Bucks.
Wait. Y'all playing in Dallas?
In Dallas.
How many home games is that for Dallas? You was talking about us?
Yeah. Dallas has got a good stretch there. They got 3 out of the next 4 games there at the end of the season. They're playing the Giants at home. Then they got to play Carolina and the Giants again. And then they play
Tampa Bay.
Who was the other team they played? No, it was somebody else. Who was it they played? They played Carolina.
Or was it Cincinnati?
Cincinnati. That's who they got at Cincinnati, and they got Tampa Bay. So yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys, man. They got a little stretch too with the
okay.
Yeah, they got a little stretch with the home games right there too. You got why you talk about our stretch. I'm starting to notice these stretch of home games right here, man, right on the end.
And they got 4 games there that is going to be, down the stretch or whatever, depending on how they are or whatever. So what you got, D-Man?
Bucks. I got Bucks. D-Man. I said Bucks.
Okay. All right. New Orleans at Green Bay on Monday Night Football. Saints and the Packers. D-Man, who you got here?
Okay, here's my question. Do y'all really want the truth, or do me lie to y'all? Because I'm going to tell you honestly, I got the Packers, but if you want me to lie, give me the Saints. So I don't want y'all. You ain't fooling me this time. Give me the Packers.
Taking the Packers. All right, D-Man, what you got here?
I'm gonna take the Packers as well.
You taking the Packers at home?
Yeah.
It is gonna be cold. It is gonna be outside.
And by the way, before you go next one, the Saints fans really need to shut the fuck up and get over him for passing Jordan Love. I don't think Jordan Love would have fit the system, in my opinion. Just saying.
Okay. I see Packers in the comments. All right, Christmas Day, Dennis. We have a Wednesday game.
Kansas City, right?
Kansas City at Pittsburgh.
It should be 2 Wednesdays games.
They are. There's 2 Christmas Day games. Yes. It's Kansas City at Pittsburgh on the East Coast at 1:00. Kansas City at Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City on that.
Kansas City at Pittsburgh on Christmas Day. That's a tough game. Who you got, D-Man? Because, Kansas City's coming off of playing Houston. Then they got to play at Pittsburgh.
All
right.
Okay, Thomas. Anyway, the Chiefs got bounced back because last year on Christmas, the Raiders upset the Chiefs.
Oh, that's true.
So, yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, Pittsburgh was rolling in the comments there for a minute, and so was the Chiefs. So that's a good. And then the other game they played on Saturday. Now it's the rematch game of the playoffs. Houston has Baltimore at home, so Baltimore plays Houston on Christmas Day, and that will be a later. That will be a 4:30 game on Christmas Day. Love it.
Give me Houston. Give me Houston for the revenge.
Houston for the revenge. How about you, D-Man?
Well, I got CJ Stroud on my fantasy, so I got to get the Texans.
Oh, yes. We
Well,
have to discuss that.
I hope you ain't got no more fantasies.
Huh?
Hope you ain't got no more fantasies, D-Man.
And then Thursday, the day after Christmas, we have a game as well. December 26th, we have Seattle at Chicago. Seattle at Chicago. Huh?
I'm taking shot town.
You taking Chicago to win. How about you, D-Man?
Say chickens.
You taking Seattle to win in Chicago after Christmas, huh? Interesting. I see Bears are coming in the comments and stuff. I see Seattle too, so that's a tough call there on that one. Okay. Let's see what we got next. Saturday's game is all going to be based on times. They don't have it set as far as times go. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. They don't know if they're going to be, which game might be at night, which game might be during the day. But right now it's Denver at Cincinnati. I got a feeling that's going to be a 1 o'clock game. And I know you're going to take Cincinnati probably. Denver at Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're taking Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're taking Cincinnati.
Okay. And then I know this game possibly could be a late game. Tennessee at Jacksonville. My bad. Excuse me. Saturday game. Arizona at the Rams. That game could probably be a late game. Arizona at the Rams. Who you got, Dennis?
The Rams.
Taking the Rams. He has a good record against Arizona. How about you, Sean McVay?
Yeah, give me the Rams.
You taking the Rams on that one?
Yeah.
Taking the Rams on that one. The Rams were coming in the comments too as well. This could be for the number 1 pick, Dennis. Chargers at the Patriots. Chargers at the Patriots. Do the Patriots get a win or do the Chargers get a win? Gerard Mayo.
Chargers.
You taking the Chargers to beat the Patriots. How about you, D-Man? Cold game, too. December 28th. Ooh, very cold.
No matter who was the Chargers head coach, for some reason, they came and beat the Patriots because usually the Patriots own the Chargers, no matter who the head coach was. But the Chargers really got to get it together no matter what, though. So give me the Chargers.
Taking the Chargers to win. Okay. Colts at the Giants. Another cold weather game outside. Colts at the Giants. What's up, UFC? Colts at the Giants. What you got here?
I'm taking the Colts.
Colts to win? Colts to win, huh? Colts got an easy schedule here down the stretch, don't they? I've been noticing that too. Kirk Cousins gets to go to Washington to play. Falcons at Washington in cold weather.
Yep, Falcons gonna win that too. They also got a little bit of a sweet schedule too.
Yeah, the Falcons schedule. I told you the Falcons' first 9 games will dictate how their season goes because their final. They got the easiest schedule in the NFL. So Atlanta plays at Washington. Who you got, D-Man?
Give me the Washington, whatever the name is.
The Washington. I see ATL coming in the comments and stuff like that. So yeah,
I forgot to tell you, Dan Quinn's facing his former team.
Dan Quinn, that's right, and he's facing Raheem Morrison, who used to be his defense coordinator. Didn't he replace him, or did he? Who was that? Was that?
Yeah,
did Moser replace him?
He replaced him.
Yeah. And then Sunday, December 29th, we have the Jets at the Bills.
Oh, I got the Bills.
You're taking the Bills at home. How about you, D-Man?
Buffalo Bills.
Taking Buffalo at home, huh?
Yeah, James
Okay,
Cooker.
taking Buffalo at home. I keep saying this a lot. It seems like Tennessee at Jacksonville. I just said it a while ago, but it was actually this is Sunday. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Who you like here? It's a team that Jacksonville really has to continue to win in December if Doug wants to keep his job, I think.
Right. That's why I'm going to go with Duval. Duval.
How about you, D-Man?
Duval
too as well. Okay. What's up, Hendy? Green Bay at Minnesota. You know these two teams cannot stand each other. Green Bay at Minnesota. Aaron Jones gets to face his former team late in the season.
Give me Aaron Jones.
Taking the Vikings at home, huh?
Taking the Vikings to beat the Packers because it's personal.
Personal. How about you, D-Man?
He's going to be on his
Go ahead, Dennis.
He's going to be on his Denzel on training day. You think you could do this to me, Jake? You think you could do this to me?
How about you, D-Man?
Give me Josh Upgrade Jones, the Packers.
Yeah, that's why you said his name wrong.
You talking about Josh Jacobs or whatever his name?
Yeah,
right,
Josh Jacobs.
Don't say it's an upgrade. Ain't no damn upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about the Packers, I don't know who it was, but I can't believe someone drafted Jordan Love in the first round.
Oh,
he's a Packer fan. That's why he did that shit. He drafted
Jordan Love. Y'all in the draft. Y'all in the draft together.
Yeah. D-Man was in my sons and I, and Steph and D-Man and Wages and Steven and all of us had a draft today. So yeah, we had basically it's called Beat BucFlair and his kids draft. My kids always brag and shit. I just said, well, y'all ain't got no money. I said, we'll come up with a free league and I'll see how we kick their asses or whatever. And a kicker. And he picked the kicker early too. He picked the kicker like in the 7th or 8th round. He picked Kai Forberth from Houston or something like that. He went out.
And I don't know who it was, but someone dropped Marshawn Lynch, who hasn't played. Like he finally retired.
that was towards the end of it. He took Marshawn Lynch as a joke because he was still available. I don't know why they got Marshawn Lynch even out there. The Raiders at the Saints. Dennis Allen gets his former team there. Raiders at the Saints.
Yeah, you want me to do it? Dun, 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 dun.
Taking the Raiders, huh?
Dun, 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 dun.
How about you, D-Man?
Well, that depends, though. I mean, the question is, will Derek Carr be a quarterback that time? We don't know if it's going to be Carr, Rattler, or someone, though. But, yeah, give me the Saints.
Taking the Saints, huh? Okay. I can see the Saints winning that at home. You know, trying to get his mojo to keep his job or some shit. Oh yeah, I beat my former team or whatever. You know what I mean? So who knows? Carolina at Tampa Bay. I love it. Carolina at Tampa Bay.
What's the love? Tampa Bay with the loss. That's what it is. Carolina was upset.
Okay, Dennis.
They got to beat somebody.
What you got, D-Man?
Dave Canales is facing this former team. Yeah, I got the Panthers.
You taking the Panthers?
Yeah, D-Man. Yeah, D-Man.
D-Man's taking the Panthers. He's taking the Panthers. Shit, just see Bucks in the comments. I see a tie in there. Yeah, I see all that bullshit going down and everything like that. It's basically turning into be a Bucks and Falcons kind of division right now, based on what our comments and picks are right now. Let's see. Dallas at Philadelphia. At Philadelphia.
Shagos.
It's in the cold weather too, Dennis. That plays a lot into that game.
ES
That's
Eagles.
that's called a division clincher right there, I believe. That's called a division clincher right there.
I don't know if it's a clincher because
Yeah.
we
Well,
still
this is
got
week
but
17. We only got one more week to go.
okay.
And then we have Miami at Cleveland. Miami at Cleveland. Uh-oh, Dennis. Now they got to go play up in the cold weather. Miami at
Yeah, they
Cleveland,
lost that
December
one.
29th.
They lost that one. Give me Cleveland.
You taking the Browns, son? How about you, D-Man?
Cleveland and never mind. I thought I was gonna say something. But it's the Browns.
Taking the Browns? Okay. And then Monday night, December the 30th. That's fun. Weird. We don't have a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day game, but that's the college. Usually college has big games on those days, but I guess they won't neither. But Monday, December the 30th, we have Detroit at San Francisco.
What up,
Woo!
though?
Detroit at San Francisco. How you say that so quick? Detroit at San Francisco.
What up, though?
You taking Detroit?
Yeah, they should have beat them the first time in the playoffs.
Okay, who you got, D-Man?
I agree with Dennis. The Lions should have won. I got the Lions, and also this could be a Ben Johnson's. Well, I have Brandon Johnson as a head coach next year.
Oh, you talking about the offensive coordinator for the
Yeah.
for them? Yeah. Okay, we get down to the final week. We know there's going to be 2 games on Saturday, but that's to be determined. But the teams that do play each other will be let's see. I have to go into my category here. And San Francisco's 49ers are at Arizona, last game of the season. This could be a game where Arizona don't play for nothing, and it looks like 49ers possibly could be playing for a home game or something like that. So 49ers at Arizona. Who you got here, Dennis?
I got 49ers beating Arizona, but Steph said something about some ice cream.
Yeah, she wants some ice cream, goddammit.
Yeah. So I need 2 scoops.
You want 2 scoops of ice cream? How about you, D-Man? San Francisco at Arizona. San
Upset.
Francisco could also be resting their starters here as well because
They could be fighting for a playoff spot.
No, because right now let me give you the record right now. Right now we have San Francisco's record is 13-3, and Arizona's record now is 7-9. So we have 7-9 against a 13-3 team. So Arizona could possibly win this ball game because 49ers could be resting all their players. What do you think?
That sounds about true.
How about you?
But I believe Arizona's out here fighting for this win because they got a chance to be the 3rd team in that division to go to playoffs.
Well, if they win this ball game, based on what we're looking at right now, if they win this ball game, they will be 8-9. Arizona will be 8-9, and the 49ers would finish with a 13-4 record. So the next game will be
I got
Carolina. What's that?
I got the Cardinals, by the way.
Okay, and the next game is Carolina at Atlanta, and the only thing Carolina can do here is play spoiler. So Carolina we have Carolina's at 3-13, and Atlanta currently is Atlanta's 10-6. So we got a 3-13, 10-6 Atlanta at home. So to me, obviously, it seems like Atlanta will win this ball game. Don't you think so, D-Man? Because Carolina wouldn't be playing anybody if their record's 3-13, and the Falcons are playing for playoffs in the division and stuff like that. So we have the Falcons going 11-6. We have the Falcons going 11-6 then. And then the next game is Cleveland at Baltimore here. Now, right now, we've got Baltimore at 14-2. We have Baltimore at 14-2, and we have Cleveland with a record of 8-8. So now you got a team. They're playing in Baltimore. They're 14-2. They pretty much locked up home field advantage, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Well, not really, because you got Houston's on their butts too as well. Houston has 13 wins, and also Kansas City has 13 wins. So this is a game where they're at home. Cleveland's 8-8, and Baltimore's 14-2. So I think the Ravens would have to win this ball game. Don't you think so, D-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Ravens,
So basically, Baltimore would go to 15-2, and Cleveland would fall to 8-9. The next game we have Washington at Dallas. We currently have Dallas. Dallas is at home. Dallas has a total of. Dallas is 6-10 right now, and Washington is basically 4-12. So it's a game probably where Dallas would win, just because they're at home, and Dallas finishes the season 7-10, and Washington finishes the season with a 4-13 record. So yep. And then we got Kansas City at Denver. Now here's a situation, because one of these teams is going to play on a Saturday. So right now we've got Kansas City with a record of 13-3. 13-3, and Denver's got a record of. Denver is currently 1-15. So I can't see Kansas City losing to fucking Denver if they're 1-15. So we got the Broncos 1-16, and we got Kansas City. Kansas City's record is going to be 14-3. Chiefs. Very dominating. Minnesota at Detroit. Now, here's an interesting ball game here. Currently, we have the Lions at 12-4, and we have the Vikings at 9-7, and they're having to play in Detroit. So you got 9-7 against 12-4. So it's at Detroit. Detroit beat them last year, kind of knocked them out of the playoffs. Detroit's playing for the division. They're playing for a home game in the playoffs. They're not playing for a wild card and all that kind of drama. So, yeah, how do you see this game, D-Man? 12-4, and the Vikings are 9-7.
Give me the Lions.
How about you, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions as well.
Yeah. So the Vikings finished 9-8, and the Lions finished 13-4. Then we have Chicago at Green Bay, and here's the situation there. Chicago's 9-7 right now, and Green Bay is 11-5, and they're playing in Green Bay. So Chicago's 9-7, Green Bay's 11-5. So it kind of a situation where Minnesota wins, they could be in the playoffs. Detroit, Chicago wins, they could be in the playoffs. They're 9-7, and Green Bay is 11-4. So who you got here?
Green Bay.
Or 11-5. Green Bay's at home.
Yeah, give me Lambeau Field.
Okay, so that means the Packers fall.
Yeah,
the Packers then would go to 12-5. The Lions would win the division at 13-4. And the Vikings and Bears would each have a winning record of 9-8, 9-8. So the Vikes would be 9-8, the Bears would be 9-8, the Lions would be 13-4, and the Packers would be 12-5.
Here's my question about the Bears. If the Chicago don't make the playoffs, do you think this could be Matt Eberflus' last game?
I don't think so. I mean, if they have a winning record, I think Chicago fans will be happy with a winning record with Caleb Williams being there. I think they'd be happy with a winning record. You know what? I mean, the guy's he's kind of like Zach Taylor. You know,
Oh shit!
you don't have a win. Oh yeah. Let's give him a contract extension. He got us the Super Bowl or whatever. Jacksonville at the Colts. Interesting ball game here because Jacksonville, we have the Jaguars at 10-6 right now, and we have the Colts at 10-6. Ooh. So we got the Jags. Remember this, Dennis? The Jags, Carson Wentz, Colts went down there, and they didn't get the Jags beat the Colts and knocked them out of the playoffs. And now we got the Jags. Now we got the Jags playing the Colts the last game of the season, and both teams are 10-6.
Oh, I'm going with the Colts though.
Huh?
I'm going with the Colts.
You think the Colts can win that game at home against the Jags and all that pressure Doug Peterson got to beat them and everything?
I'm going with the Colts.
How about you, D-Man?
Give me the Jags and fuck Chris Ballard, by the way.
You think the Jags won't win that ball game, huh? I got Jags in the comments. I got Colts in the comments and stuff. Boy, that's gonna be I'm gonna have to come back to that one. That's a good scenario. Both teams are 10-6 and they play each other last game of the season. Seattle's at the Rams. Not much here to discuss. The Rams are at home. Rams right now currently are I think they'll be better than what we've got right now, but the Rams are 4-12, and the Seahawks are 5-11. So I can see both these teams, Rams winning the last game, it don't mean much, and both teams finishing 5-12 as far as that goes. So yeah. Next game we got Buffalo and the Patriots. The Bills currently are 10. Once again, the Bills are 10-6, and the Patriots are still winless.
Damn.
Still winless.
Damn.
Buffalo's at New England the last game of the season. Wouldn't that be some shit if the fucking Patriots, because the Bills set all their starters or whatever. But the Bills are playing possibly for a playoff spot, so I can see the Bills winning that again, finishing 11-6, and the Patriots 0-17. Woo! Lord have mercy. We didn't have them winning one game, which I think their defense will win some games. Last year, we told everybody New England ain't gonna be shit. They said we was crazy, and Bill Belichick lost his job.
Shit. Yeah, they
Miami's at the Jets, Dennis. Here we go again. Miami's got to finish in Cleveland, and they got to finish in New York in cold weather games. And right now, we have Miami at 11-5, and we have the Jets at 8-8.
Yeah, 12-5.
Huh?
12-5, Miami.
Think Miami takes them and secures that division title over Buffalo. They went on the road to win their 12th game to go 12-5, and the Jets finished once again 8-9, losers out of the playoffs with old man Rodgers. Then,
hey, if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised Robert Saleh will get fired if that happens.
I wouldn't be surprised that happens too as well. Giants play the Eagles currently. We have the Eagles sitting at 14-2. And we have the Giants sit at 1-15. So obviously the Eagles win that ball game. That will secure home field advantage. However, they would already have it based on what I see with the 49ers. So that's a game where they could rest their players and probably still beat the Eagles. So basically we got them going 15-2 then, the Eagles. And we got the Giants finishing the season 1-16. 1-16. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Oh, big game here. We got Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at 12. We got Cincinnati at 12-4, and we got Pittsburgh at 11-5. Ooh, and they are playing in Pittsburgh here. 11-5 and 12-14. And Pittsburgh basically is in a fight for their playoff life, and Cincinnati pretty much has secured a place. So both these teams could possibly finish 12-5 if Pittsburgh beats them. What do you think here?
I got Steelers.
Yeah, I kind of think I don't know if it'd be true or not. Boy, that's one I'm gonna come back on. We got Cincinnati 12-4. We got Steelers at 11-5, and they play in Pittsburgh or whatever. Houston's at Tennessee, another game that don't mean that much. Houston's pretty much wrapped up the division. They are 13-3, and the Titans are sitting at 4-12. So obviously, Houston could be battling Kansas City for that number 2 spot and have a record of 14-3, which I can see. And the Titans would finish the season at 4-13. So Houston, we have 14-3. And then how did I miss that game? Oh, the Raiders and Chargers, a game that don't mean that much neither as well. We have the Raiders sitting at 5-11, and we have the Chargers sitting at 5-11. It's the last game of the season. It's in the Raiders. What do you think, D-Man? Chargers, Raiders, last game of the season. They're playing at the Raiders. Both teams are 5-11. You see the Raiders winning that game to kind of secure that thing, or what?
No, I got the Chargers. It's gonna be the Chargers.
You think the Chargers are going to win that one? Okay. So basically, we're saying that the Chargers would finish second with a 6-11 record, and the Raiders would be 5-12. So basically, we got, no one cares. And then we got the Saints playing in Tampa, the last game of the season. And the Saints right now we have the Saints with a 7-9 record. Atlanta's already 11-6, and we have the Bucks. The Bucks are 8-8 right now. So obviously they're playing in Tampa. I can see the Bucks winning. That would put them at 9-8, and then that you got the Saints finishing 7-10. So NFC is pretty much set up to where we've got the Eagles as the top seed. We got the 49ers as the second seed. We got the Lions again as the third seed. And we've got the Falcons now as the fourth seed. Now the fifth seed would be the Packers. The Packers would be the fifth seed. And the funny thing about this, the 6th and 7th seed will come down to the Bears and the Vikings in Tampa Bay. All three teams are 9-8. Tampa Bay doesn't play the Vikings, and they don't play the Bears. So that's going to be the tiebreaker right there. Do the Vikings get in, or do the Bears get in? Or does Tampa Bay get in? We got three teams there at 9-8. Interesting. What do you think here? Who we got to make 6 and 7? Do we take the Vikings as a 7 seed, or do we take the Bears, or do we take the Bucks, or do we take the Bears and Vikings both getting in? Dennis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think here? We got Bucks, Vikings, and Bears. We've already got the Lions and the Packers in the playoffs. Do we put the Bucks as a 7 seed, and maybe put the Vikings?
We put the Bears as a 7 seed.
The Bears as a 7 seed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it comes down to the Bucks or the Vikings. Which team do we think is going to be the 6th seed there?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You think Tampa Bay gets in with a 9-8 record again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see all teams being in the playoffs at the same time. There's no way.
Right. Well, you got a 3-way tie. You had the Cardinals sitting there at 8-9. If they win that last game against the 49ers, who are playing for a home field advantage spot, if they're not playing for a home advantage, it could be the Cardinals doing it or whatever. So yeah, so we could have it that way. So basically, in the NFC, we've got the Bears. So we got the Bears traveling to 49ers to play. Who do you think wins that game? Caleb Williams goes back out to the West Coast to play. 49ers at home. Who do you think wins that ball game?
Upset special. Give me the Bears.
Upset. You're going to take the Bears to beat 49ers. Come on now, D-Man.
Yes, I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears to beat 49ers. Yeah.
You taking the Bears to beat 49ers because they make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go with the Bears to beat the 49ers in an upset special. And then we got Tampa Bay playing the Lions in Detroit, a rematch of last year's playoff game.
I got the Lions.
Yeah. Give me Detroit. What up, though?
You taking the Lions to win that ball game, okay? And then we got the Falcons playing the Packers. Falcons playing the Packers, and the Packers are playing in Atlanta. So Kirk Cousins knows the Packers very, very well.
Packers.
You taking the Packers to beat the Falcons at home?
I'm going with the Falcons.
You going with the Falcons? Yeah, I got a feeling that playoff time, Falcons 11-6. I got a feeling that the Falcons win that ball game. So that puts that's going to put the Bears playing the Eagles in the next round at home. And you're probably going to take the Eagles, I would imagine, to win that game. The Bears at the Eagles in the playoffs. Who you got?
I am going to take the Eagles. I don't even know why you asked me.
Eagles. Yeah, I can't see the Bears beating after they upset. You got who? The She-Gulls?
Yeah, She-Gulls.
Okay, and then we've got the Falcons, which should be a good matchup. Falcons playing the Lions in Detroit. So now we got the Falcons playing the Lions in Detroit. And that's another team that Kirk Cousins is used to as well. This is funny. It's almost like a Tom Brady thing. Tom Brady has to go and play Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and now Kirk Cousins facing off and playing Jordan Love. Now he's facing off golf. And if he wins, then Atlanta has to go play the Eagles, where Kirk Cousins always has a situation down there too as well. So what do you got, Dennis, here? Atlanta and what up, though? Or Minnesota? Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta and Minnesota. Atlanta and Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit.
Detroit to win it at home. Okay, how about you, D-Man?
Lions.
Okay, so basically we've got Detroit. We got Detroit playing the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. We got Detroit playing the Eagles in the NFC.
You know who I got. I
know who you got. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna do the AFC before I get to the final pick there. But we got Detroit playing the Eagles. Now, when we look at the AFC picture right now, we've got the Ravens as a number 1 seed, and then we've got the Chiefs at a 2 seed at 14-3. We got the Ravens at 15-2. We got the Texans with a record of 14-3. And then we've got the Miami Dolphins as a 4th seed, being 12-5. Now, where we come into an issue will be 5, 6, and 7. So right now, we have Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh wins, they go to 12-5. They are at home. And Cincinnati wins, then Pittsburgh falls to 11-6 and puts them in a tie with the Buffalo. Puts them in a tie with Buffalo, the Jaguars, Colts, possibly, because both those teams are 10-6.
Give me the
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. We got to figure out who's going to win this last game. Cincinnati's playing at Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh wins, they go to 12-5. If Cincinnati wins, they go to 13-4. So who you got here? They're Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
I'm going with the Steelers, man.
You going with Steelers? How about you, D-Man?
Steelers.
Steelers. Okay, so we're gonna put the Steelers at 12-5 and Cincinnati's at 12-5. So with that scenario, no matter what happens, Pittsburgh would be a 5 seed at 12-5 with Miami, and Cincinnati would be a 6 seed at 12-5. So now here comes the problem. Now you got the Colts and Jaguars playing in Indy. You got the Jaguars 10-6 and the Colts 10-6. Who wins that ball game? Jags at Colts. Last game of the season.
I got the Colts.
You taking the Colts. He's taking the Jaguars. And the key is Buffalo is 11-6. If the Jaguars win this game, they will knock out Buffalo. If the Colts win this ball game, then Buffalo probably makes the playoffs as the last seed. So obviously, I think the Jaguars win this ball game.
This scenario is a crazy one, but
what's that?
Them scenarios you got going on is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That at the end of the season, it's going to be crazy in the AFC because we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 16 teams with winning records, and only 7 can make the playoffs. So basically, what we're saying now is that Buffalo misses the playoffs for the first time in 4 or 5 seasons, and the Jaguars make it as a tiebreaker, 11-6. If they beat Buffalo in the regular season as we predicted or whatever. So we got the Jaguars 11-6. So now here's a situation here. We got the Jaguars playing in Kansas City. First game. Who you like here, Dennis? Jaguars and Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. How about you, D-Man?
To be honest, besides reason picking the Jaguars, I'm tired of seeing damn Chiefs over and over and over. I'm taking the Duval. It may not happen, but I'm really tired of seeing the Chiefs.
Tired of seeing the Chiefs. He's taking Duval to win.
Yes, I'm just saying.
Tough game. I mean, Kansas City's at home. They're looking to three-peat as a champion. I can't see it myself. I like to see it, but I think the Chiefs will win the ball game. Cincinnati at Texans. Boy, talk about a game here, boy. Cincinnati at the Texans. Joe Burrow and C.J. Stroud. Talk about a dogfight here, Dennis. Who you like here, boy?
I'm taking the Texans.
You taking the Texans to win at home. How about you, D-Man?
Texans.
Think Texans win that ball game, okay?
Yeah. They usually own the Bengals, even though it was Andy Dalton when the Bengals quarterback and Texans job. But yeah,
now we got Pittsburgh and Miami, and they in Miami. Miami gets a home game. Miami make.
Give me Miami.
Taking Miami to win it. How about you, D-Man?
Steelers.
He's taking the Steelers to win it. Okay. They down in Miami. Miami, oh boy, tough game. Pittsburgh coming off a tough win again to get into the playoffs or whatever. Having to win that last game to get into the playoffs. Put some pressure on them. But we give it to Miami. Now here comes the problem now. Now we have Miami playing the Ravens in Baltimore. So Miami now has to go play Baltimore in Baltimore. And last time they played up there, Baltimore beat them like 49-10 or some shit like that. But then you got the Texans playing at the Chiefs. So who you like first game? You like Miami and the Ravens. Who you like here?
Ravens.
Miami.
You like Miami to beat the Ravens,
Miami.
pull the upset, Lamar and them get beat? Huh? Taking Miami to beat Baltimore, huh? And D-Man's taking Baltimore to win.
I like Miami, but
damn, we're BucFlair. That's why I say King of Buck.
You know what? I think the Ravens get them again, man. I think the Ravens do it. I think the Ravens get there. Not big on the Ravens this season anyway, but based on what I'm seeing here, I do like the Texans to beat the Chiefs, though. Texans play the Chiefs in Kansas City. If there's one team that possibly could beat the Chiefs, they get to play again. We had the Chiefs beating them early in the game on Christmas. They played on Christmas Day, I believe. Didn't they when they played? Yeah. No, they played Pittsburgh. They played on December 21st, so they know each other very well. So now we got Houston playing Kansas City. Do we see a Kansas City-Baltimore rematch, or do we see a Houston and Baltimore game? Who you like, Dennis?
Give me Houston.
Houston to beat Baltimore. How about you, D-Man?
Texans.
Texans. Okay, so we got Houston playing Baltimore in the championship game, and we got the Texans coming out on top to go play down in New Orleans a Super Bowl game, and they will be playing either the Detroit Lions or the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that the Eagles, myself, probably win that ball game. But who you got, D-Man?
You know who
It's time for the Lions being finally in the Super Bowl. Give me the Lions.
He's taking the line. We would have two new teams in the Super Bowl if that's the case. I don't think it's the case. I think the Eagles take down the Lions. I think we have an Eagles, Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud. Both these teams. Hurts played the Chiefs a couple years ago in the Super Bowl. Should have got his ring, but now Eagles get to play C.J. Stroud down in New Orleans. It's indoors, which is not going. That's going to help. That's going to help both teams because last time Philadelphia played in Arizona, the field was terrible. So, who you got here, D-Man? You got the Texans raising the Super Bowl trophy, or you got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl trophy?
You said the Texans and the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Eagles.
Eagles beating them.
And my
Dennis
bold
got the Eagles.
prediction, Stephon Diggs, he's going to be throwing temper tantrum like this every time y'all train me.
All right, so we're picking the Eagles over the Texans. That's our picks. Texans over the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and that's where it comes down to. So,
by the way,
next week
was though. About the Eagles playing Arizona. You know, the Eagles lost in Cardinal Stadium. Remember the day later, they hired Jonathan Gannon, former Eagles defense coordinator, hired by the Eagles, by the Cardinals.
Right.
Well, I think we did pretty good on that one as far as that goes. Now, before I want to leave, I want to what is that? What is he saying? Let me see. Oh, for some reason Dennis's video is not showing up in the sports cruise for some reason. I don't know why that is or whatever. I don't know what that is. But anyway, before we leave, I want to go over this D-Man's draft. You know what I mean? I want Dennis's opinion on this D-Man's draft.
Look at you trying to find out who I'm going to draft, huh? Trying to get me skinned.
No, I mean the Joker. All right, here's D-Man's team right here, Dennis. You ready?
I hear you.
You ready? He got C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
He got Jahmyr Gibbs and James Cook at running back.
I ain't mad at that.
He's got A.J. Brown and Chris Olave at wide receiver.
Okay, so A.J. Brown was his first pick.
He's got Sam Laporta at tight end.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! What up, though? I see you with the what up, though, D-Man.
Yeah, he's got DJ Moore at a flex. DJ Moore at a flex. He's got Alvin Kamara at a flex because this league has 2 flex positions. So he's got Alvin Kamara as a flex. He's got Harrison Butker as his kicker. He's got the Eagles defense. And then this is where he probably made a mistake. He took a kicker for a backup, but he got Cameron Dicker as a backup kicker. He's got Cole Kmet as his backup tight end. And he's got 2 Jaguars on that bench. He's got Trevor Lawrence and he's got Brian Thomas on the bench. And he's got
a good steal, Brian Thomas.
Yeah, and he's got the Jets defense as a backup with Robert Salam. So he's got the Jets defense in case the Eagles let him down.
That's your starting defense, the Jets defense, all right?
Hey, the reason why I draft 2 kickers and 2 defense, because, depends on they struggling, and you never know, like, once they have a bye week, that way I can able to replace it, though, because usually if you don't draft another defense or kicker, I mean,
somebody might have them available, but you can always cut a player and pick them up too as well if some guy starts doing it. All right, Dennis, here's my team. You ready?
I'm ready.
I got Jalen Hurts at quarterback.
Okay.
I got Derrick Henry and Rashard White at running back. I got Tyreek Hill and Brandon Ayuk at wide receiver.
What pick did you have? 3? You had 3rd pick?
I had the first pick.
Oh.
I took Tyreek right off the board. I took Tyree over CMC. So I got Tyreek and Ayuk. I got Brock Bowers as my tight end, the Raiders guy.
I know.
And I took Devontae Smith as my flex, and I got Kenny Walker for Seattle as my other running back.
Okay.
I got Jake Elliott as my kicker. I got the Bucs defense.
All right now.
And then my backup tight end right now is Dallas Goedert for the Eagles.
Okay.
I got the 49ers defense as well. And I've got Tua as my backup quarterback. And then I've got Najee Harris and Xavier Worthy as my other 2 players on the bench. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, about fantasy, no matter what players you draft.
What league y'all in? I'm sorry. What's the name of the league y'all in?
We're in a sleeper league. We're doing a sleeper app on that one. We play. You and I play in the Yahoo. We're playing a sleeper league. Now listen to. Now this is how good Steph's team is. Now she did pretty good. Here's Steph's team. She got Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, Travis Kelce, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins, Justin Tucker, and the Ravens defense. In her bench, she has Montgomery for the Lions, Kirk Cousins, Romeo Oduze, T.J. Hockenson, and Adam Thielen.
She needs another strong running back.
Another strong
running back. I like
her
team a lot, but she needs a stronger running back than that.
Yeah, but right now the person that has the highest projection is my youngest son. His team, he has the highest projection. His team is this right here. He has Josh Allen at quarterback, Christian McCaffrey at running back, Devin.
Okay, so he had the second pick.
He got Devin Akane at Miami running back. He's got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams at wide receiver. He's got Dalton Kincaid, Deebo Samuel, and Nico Collins at flex. He's got Tyler Bass in the Browns defense. And then on the bench, he has Jaden Reed, James Conner, Rashid Rice, Christian Kirk, and Tank Dell. So right now he's projected as the best team right now, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, right now it's got Colton, Quentin, D-Man, then me, and then Steph, and then Wages, and of course the guy that went all on Packers. Dennis, listen to this bullshit. What he drafted? He drafted Jordan Love, Brees Hall, Aaron Rodgers, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, George Kittle, Jordan Addison, Austin Eckler, Jake Moody in the Texas defense. On the bench, he has Aaron Rodgers, Romeo Dubes, Luke Musgrave, Packers defense, and Kyle Forberg. Talk about Homer, man. I said he gonna have a hard time when the bye week come along for Green Bay.
Hey, by the way, I might draft some Bills, Saints, Jaguars. No matter what, though, I'm just trying to be very careful not to draft the same players who have a bye week. That's the reason I was trying to be very careful.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it, though, D-Man, because a lot of us get caught up because I used to be that way with my Bucks. I used to draft Winston and Evans and Godwin and all that shit, and it never fucking panned out because you never know which one was going to have a turnover or which one was going to play the most or which one was going to go there too as well. So yeah. So anyway, next week starts Pick'ems. Pick'ems start next week. I'll have the post getting ready to be put up too as well come Saturday. So get the Pick'ems pulled in. See how many people play this year. We've been averaging about close to 50 start out playing, and by the end of the thing, it's usually the ones that start losing usually drop out. So religiously, we usually get about 25 going. So Pick'ems start. Malt liquor nights have been discussed already. The Eagles and Bucks game will be Eagles and Bucks game. I think it's September 21st. September 21st will be malt liquor night. Then we got December 21st, Cowboys Eagles game. So basically, we got 2 malt liquor nights scheduled this season or whatever.
Yeah.
And in reality, though, in reality though, who is your 2 Super Bowl picks? Who do you actually see being in the Super Bowl this year?
I wouldn't be upset if the Lions and the Ravens went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a purple and what is it? A purple and red scheme this year.
I thought it was purple and green.
Purple and green. Is that what it is? Purple and green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year was it purple and red last year or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the Ravens and who'd you say? Ravens and Lions
and Detroit. What up, though?
Okay. How about you, D-Man?
Give me the Lions and damn, it's tough. It's got to be the Ravens, Lions and the Ravens.
Lions and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the 2 teams that are going to disappoint people are going to be the Cowboys and the Ravens. I'm not high on the Ravens offensive line this season. I'm not high on the Cowboys off-season drama that they had going on right now. As of right now, to me, it's the Lions and 49ers division. They have the most talent, in my opinion, the Lions and 49ers. The Eagles, we don't know about their defense, but on offense, they do have the offense with Saquon Barkley. When they got Saquon Barkley, it's going to come down to the coaching for the Eagles. Sirianni, he's going to have to learn to coach. He lost his OC in DC. He's got Vic Fangio back here now playing defense coordinator. But it's going to come down to how he coaches the Eagles up and stuff. But right now, the 49ers, whether the left tackle drama and the Ayuk drama continues, they get their defense back in line with Hufanga coming back there. I think if he wouldn't have got hurt. But my only concern with them is the coach, Shanahan. He likes to choke. And I'm not sold on the Lions because, Dan Campbell has his moments when it comes to coaching. So Falcons, they're trying to buy a playoff win. We actually have them winning the division. Still got big plans for my team too as well. I know Dalton, he's got big plans for his defense. Saints got a good defense. Chiefs are trying to three-peat. I like the Texans, but I don't like what the Texans did to their defense. I'm kind of worried about their defense. They got Daniel Hunter, who's a little bit old, but losing Blake Cashman and Grinyard. Now they got Will Anderson, don't get me wrong, but they can put points on the board. I know that. So Houston, but they do have a tougher schedule this year, and C.J. Stroud is in his second season and stuff. I just don't know if he's ready to get them to the Super Bowl. So right now I'm leaning towards Cincinnati and Miami battling to get to. I got Cincinnati and Miami, and I got the Eagles, 49ers, and Lions battling each other to see who goes to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised to see Joe Burrow go back to New Orleans. Go back to New Orleans if he stays healthy. Go back to New Orleans and win it in Louisiana when he won the championship, for LSU down that way. I wouldn't be surprised to see him do that. They'll probably talk about that. And if he faces off against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, that'll be a good game. If he faces off against Detroit, Cincinnati and Detroit, that'll be a pretty good game too as well. But I like Detroit's offensive line. I like the running game. And the only concern there is going to be Jared Goff. Going to be Jared Goff there. Going to be the quarterback play. He took a team to the Super Bowl before, so he's got the talent around him this year to take it to the Super Bowl, especially with that offensive line of his. They passed Philadelphia now, having the best offensive line. So, but the Eagles have the most potent offense now with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jahan Dotson and Saquon Barkley. I think Barkley gives the Eagles an advantage now that CMC, when he went to the 49ers, gave them an advantage. I just don't know if 49ers are going to have it in their season to get back there because of CMC. I still say he's on steroids. He's got a little injury right now. That's why I didn't pick him first. I don't trust him in fantasy this year. I would not pick CMC in fantasy this year if I'm you guys.
I don't trust Tyreek Hill either, though. But
he's got
the guy that I trust. The guy that if I get the pick, wait, what pick do I got in your draft?
I think you're picking. Are you picking fifth? I think. I don't know. I wrote it down. Shit.
I think I'm eighth. I think I'm eighth in your pick.
I'm fifth. Oh, I'm fifth. I'm fifth in my draft. That's right. I remember. I'm fifth. I'm fifth in my draft. Let's see. I think you're way back there, though. I think you back there.
Yeah.
I think you're back there. Let's see.
The guy that I trust. If I got a top first round pick, the guy that I trust.
You got the ninth pick in the draft.
Oh, all right. Well, I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna do a couple of mock drafts and see if the guy that I really want the most falls in my lap.
You're right there in that A.J. Brown category. You're in that A.J. Brown category, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I think you're in that A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. Yeah, you're in that A.J. Brown category. My other league that I play in is a 2-quarterback league. So that's like, you got to secure your 2 guys quick. You'll be amazed how many people start taking quarterbacks in the first round, because last year Steph took Josh Allen because guy took Justin Jefferson ahead of her or whatever. So, yeah, she was mad at that one, but she took Josh Allen. So he's always good there. And Patrick Mahomes is always one to go off the board quick. Tua and Purdy were a steal last year. Purdy didn't go until like round 6 or 7, and that was a steal. So, yeah. But, yeah, you got the 9th pick. So you're right there in that. Amon St. Brown, you in that category too as well. I'm in that.
All right, well.
I'm in that Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. I got them Cowboy guys going up ahead of me, so I know one of them motherfuckers is going to take CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if CeeDee Lamb might be the first player off the board based on our league, because, the way I see that, because Paul's got the number 1 pick. He's a big he's a huge Cowboy fan. I don't think Paul. It's all three Cowboys picking first. 1, 2, 3. All three Cowboy fans, and then Miami Dolphin fans picks fourth. So it's going to leave me probably with Justin Jefferson is what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, let's thank everybody for coming out tonight, and God bless.
God
Good
bless.
night.